continuing our journey towards 108 important shlokas of Bhagavad Gita as it is. So here it is the second one, which is of second chapter and seventh verse. So we'll be starting this, and we'll start with the prayers. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So we'll start with the verse. कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेतः यश्रेयस्यानिश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्. So translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Now I am confused about my duty and I have lost all composure because of weakness. In this condition I am asking you to tell me clearly what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Purport. By nature's own way, the complete system of the material activities is a source of perplexity for everyone. In every step there is a perplexity, and therefore it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give one proper guidance for executing the purpose of life. All Vedic literatures advise us to approach a bona fide spiritual master to get free from the perplexities of life which happen without our desire. They are like a forest fire that somehow blazes without being set by anyone. Similarly, the world situation is such that perplexities of life automatically appear without our wanting such confusion. No one wants fire, and yet it takes place and we become perplexed. The Vedic wisdom therefore advises that in order to solve the perplexities of life and to understand the science of the solution, one must approach a spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession. A person with a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything. One should not therefore remain in material perplexities but should approach a spiritual master. This is the purport of this verse. So here we can see Arjuna is speaking in this verse, and he is asking for direction from Krishna. So till now he was like till the second chapter, sixth verse, as of Bhagavad Gita, he was conversing with Krishna as a friend. But now we can see that he is totally giving up that role as a friend and starting to accept Krishna as a spiritual master, and he himself takes the role of a sincere disciple and asks that uh, asks Krishna to instruct him, and he himself uh, puts as a soul surrender unto Krishna. So, and in the first stanza of the purport, Prabhupada is trying to explain how this material world influences every living entity and how a person gets perplexed by the modes of material nature. And Prabhupada is also giving the solution here, uh, giving a reference from giving a way, giving the solution lies in the literature, and he says literature as well advises to approach a bona fide spiritual master to get free from the perplexities. So here this stanza speaks that uh, uh, the solution for the perplexities of the material nature is to approach a bona fide spiritual master and who is in a disciplic succession. Here he mentions specifically that a bona fide spiritual master is the one who comes in the disciplic succession, starting from Lord Shri Krishna. And next, who is the man in material perplexities? It is he who does not understand the problems of life. In the Garga Upanishad, the perplexed man is described as follows: Yova etad aksharam gargi avid aviditwas aviditwasmal lokat praiti sa kripanah. He is a miserly man who does not solve the problems of life as a human and who thus quits this world like cats and dogs without understanding the science of self-realization. This human form of life is a most valuable asset for a living entity who can utilize it for solving the problems of life. Therefore, one who does not utilize this opportunity properly is a miser. On the other hand, there is the Brahmana or he who is intelligent enough to utilize this body to solve all the problems of life. So, in this stanza, Prabhupada is giving a reference from Garga Upanishad saying that a man should utilize this body intelligently to know the science of self-realization rather than using it for other assets of material nature and giving up the body just like cats and dogs. So, and Prabhupada advises that you should be intelligent enough to utilize the body like Brahmana to solve all the problems of life. Next stanza speaks: the Kripanas or miserly persons waste their time in being overly affectionate for family, society, country, etc. In the material conception of life, one is often attached to the family life, namely to wife, children, and other members, on the basis of skin disease. The Kripana thinks that he is able to protect his family members from death, or the Kripana thinks that his family or the society can save him from the verge of death. Such family attachment can be found even in the lower animals who take care of children also. Being intelligent, Arjuna could understand that his affection for family members and his wish to protect them from death were the causes to his perplexities. Although he could understand that his duty to fight was awaiting him, still on account of miserly weakness, he could not discharge the duties. He is therefore asking Lord Krishna, the Supreme Spiritual Master, to make a definite solution. He offers himself to Krishna as a disciple. He wants to stop friendly talks. Talks between the master and the disciple are serious. And now Arjuna wants to talk very seriously before the recognized spiritual master. Krishna is therefore the original spiritual master of the science of Bhagavad Gita, and Arjuna is the first disciple for understanding the Gita. How Arjuna understands the Bhagavad Gita is stated in the Gita itself. And yet, foolish mundane scholars explain that one need not submit to Krishna as a person, but to the unborn within Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna's within and without, and one who has no sense of this understanding is the greatest fool in trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. And in the concluding stanza of the purport, Prabhupada explains about the Kripanas or miserly persons and their attachment to their family, like wife, children. And they are attached just like a skin disease. And also, he mentions about how Arjuna could understand that his weakness. So many of us even get trouble understanding our own weaknesses, our own cause of miseries, but Arjuna is able to get uh, the cause of his perplexity.